Assalamu alaikum, dear cadets. In this lecture, we will discuss internal structures of kidney. Internal structure of kidney. Dear cadets, internally, each kidney is divided into three regions. Each kidney is divided internally into three regions. Dear cadets, such as these are renal cortex, renal medulla, and renal pelvis. Renal cortex, renal medulla, and renal pelvis. Circuits, renal cortex is the outermost region. Circuits, here we can see on our screen uh, and structure. It is a cut structure of the section of the kidney. It shows the internal structure of our kidney. Circuits, here we can see that renal cortex is the outer region of our kidney. Renal cortex, here I am drawing a line, red line. This is showing the this all outer region is renal cortex. Dear cadets, it is the outermost region of our kidney. Next, renal medulla is the middle region, which is divided into the conical masses called renal pyramids. Dear cadets, cone-shaped structures are present in the middle region. These all are cone-shaped structures, and these structures are known as renal pyramids. Actually, dear cadets, term renal is a symbol. It is used for the kidney and kidney-related structures, kidney-related functions. So, renal means related to the kidney because these parts, these masses, these cones are present within kidney. So, and pyramids actually the word pyramid is used for the triangular shaped structure. The three-cornered shape structure. So, renal these conical masses are three cornered, so they are known as renal pyramids. Dear cadets, this is the middle region, which is known as renal medulla. Next, renal pelvis is the inner area where urine is drained. The urine from renal pelvis move into the ureter. Dear cadets, here we can see that this is inner region from the conical masses from the renal medulla. Here, nephrons, which are the functional unit of the kidney, are present here, and they form urine. They form urine, and this urine is entered in this inner area, which is known as renal pelvis. Renal pelvis is the inner area of our kidney, and it collects urine from the middle area known as renal medulla. Circulates from the renal pelvis, urine pass to the ureters, which is running down. Here, arrow is showing the ureter. Circulates next, we have nephron. Next topic is nephron. Dear cadets, nephrons are the functional units of kidney. Dear cadets, actually, nephron is the basic functional unit of the kidney. It is the smallest part of our kidney which functions completely. It performs its function, which is the collectively the function of all nephrons. All these smaller units of the kidney is becomes the function of the kidney. Circuits, there are tubules where urine is formed. Circuit, actually, nephrons are the tubules. These are the microtubules which are present within our kidney, and they form urine. And there are over 1 million nephrons in each kidney. In each kidney, there are over 10 lakh, means 1 million nephrons. More than 1 million nephrons are present in each kidney. Each nephron has two parts. There are two parts of each nephron, such as a renal corpuscle and renal tubule. There are two parts of each nephron. These are the main parts of the nephron, which are: number one is renal corpuscle. Renal corpuscle. Second is renal tubule. Renal tubule. Dear cadets, here we can see a diagram of a new nephron, uh, which we discuss. Dear cadets, first of all, we are going to study the first part of the renal corpuscle. Nephron, which is a renal corpuscle. Dear cadets, it is the first part of the nephron. It is the first part of nephron. It consists of two structures. Dear cadets, further renal corpuscle is also divided into two structures. It consists of two structures, such as glomerulus, glomerulus, and Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule. These are the two structures which are included in the renal corpuscle. Now, what is glomerulus? Glomerulus is a tuft of blood capillaries. Dear cadets, is a tuft of blood capillaries. Tuft mean cluster, gucha, cluster, tuft of blood capillaries formed by the division and subdivision of small arteries and veins. Dear cadets, there are arteries and veins which are present, which enter and leave our kidney. They carry the blood in our kidney and they take the blood out of our kidney. So, when the renal uh, arteries enter in the our kidney, it is divided into different smaller tubules, which form a cluster like structure. They form a tuft, they form a cluster, they form a network. So this network, this tuft and cluster of the capillaries is known as glomerulus. Dear cadets, Bowman's capsule, next part. Bowman's capsule is a cup-shaped structure enclosing glomerulus. Dear cadets, it is a structure, cup-shaped structure, which encloses the tuft of capillaries in it. This is a cup-shaped structure. This hand. Uh, this act like as a cup-shaped structure. It covers something within it. So this is as a tuft of capillaries. So this cup-shaped structure known as Bowman's capsule, and it encloses mean to cover up. It encloses the glomerulus. Details here we can see in the figure that from here these are the this is the renal artery which is entering in our kidney. So from here from here our first part of our nephron is being stopped. First part of our nephron is being stopped. So renal corpuscle is the first part of our nephron, and it is further consists of two structures. What are these two structures? Glomerulus and Bowman's capsule. Decades now we look at what is glomerulus. Decades here we can see a tuft, a cluster, a network of capillaries. These are uh, smaller tubules of the blood. blood vessels. So these are smaller vessels forming a structure, forming a cluster, a network. So this is known as glomerulus. Now this glomerulus is enclosed in structures. Here we can see around the glomerulus, here is a structure known as glomerulus. Dear cadets, so these are the two parts of our renal corpus cell. Okay, next part of our nephron is renal tubule. This part of nephron starts after Bowman's capsule. Crickets, this is the part which starts our Bowman capsule. This is our Bowman capsule ends here. Now from here to the next, our renal tubule. These all are tubules up to here. This all are tubule. So this is the same part. This is the single part, which is known as renal tubule. Dear cadets, the first coiled part of the renal tubule is called proximal tubule. Dear cadets, our first coiled part of our renal tubule is known as proximal tubule. The next U-shaped U-shaped structure loop is known as loop of Henle. The last part of the renal tubule is again coiled. Again coiled. The last coiled part of the renal tubule is known as distal tubule. Dear kids, here we can see in the figure that this is the first coiled part of our kidney, of our nephron. This is known as proximal tubule, first coiled part. Now this ends here. Proximal tubule ends here. Now indicates next middle U-shaped structure, U-shaped part of our nephron is known as loop of Henle. Dear cadets, next loop of Henle ends here. Now from here to onward, it is the last coiled part up to here. This is the last coiled part of our nephron, and this is known as distal tubule. Dear cadets, now this distal tubule ends and enters into a duct, main duct, which is known as collecting duct. So this is a main duct which collects urine. So this is known as collecting duct. Circulates the distal tubules of many nephrons open in a collecting duct. Many collecting ducts join and drain into the renal pelvis. Circulates, it's enough for today. Stay blessed. Allah.